Hi everybody, I'm Jim Shore. This is my daughter Robin.
Hi everyone.
This evening we are doing something very special. We do it periodically, but today we're doing it specifically for all of you in our European market. So this is what we call the European virtual signing. Robin's going to tell you the rules and regulations here, and then we'll get started and show you what we've got available for you to purchase this evening.
Okay, this is really straightforward. All you have to do is go to jimshoredesigns.co.uk and you can see the grouping and purchase from now and through till Sunday. Shipping worldwide except for the US and a few other countries, but it is on there, the specific details. And it is duty-free shipping in the European Union, so that's good too. But go and get them right now because you know it is only while supplies last. And you can come back and watch the video. It'll be up on the website.
So the selection we've got here is
we're missing a good point though. Tell them all about all the events you're going to do.
Oh, okay.
Because this is the start of it, but you're going to do all these in-person events, which is going to be so much fun.
We will be doing a tour of Australia.
Mm-hmm.
That's the first time we've been to that side of the world. You know we have a lot of folks from Australia that actually coordinate their visits to Disney World and Disneyland to coordinate with my being there during the signing, which I find very gratifying. I mean, I appreciate it so very much that they would plan a whole trip halfway around the world, and something. Of course, Disney is such a great place to go to, but it's the happiest place on earth.
It is very magical, I agree.
Yeah, indeed it is. And then and it's even, I think, better when we're there.
Yeah, I feel so.
Must be. People come to see us. Okay. Then we're going to go from there. We're going to go to New Zealand, too.
Mm-hmm. That's just for fun, though.
That's for fun. And we might visit some folks in New Zealand, but we'll see. And then we go from there directly to Europe, to your backyard, and we'll be doing 10 signings in 5 countries, which includes England,
yes,
Holland, Belgium,
yes. I have a cheat sheet, so you can keep going.
France,
yes,
and
Netherlands,
and same as Holland.
Oh, you did say Holland. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the last one?
Let's see. You got Germany.
That's the surprise. Oh, yeah, Germany.
Germany, yes.
How could I forget Germany? It's one of my favorite places.
I don't know.
Okay, well, anyway, we're going to do 10 signings in those 5 countries. So you can go online, and it'll give you a rundown of actually which shops and in which towns we're going to be in. So there, more than likely, there'll be one of them near you. And so we would very much like to have each and every one of you to come and visit and spend a little bit of time. The unfortunate thing about signings are we have so many people, and I can't spend the time with you that you deserve. But I try to make the exchange between you and I a personal one, and one that is meaningful, and that you can take home and discuss with your friends and your family about the signing events and the time we had together. And at the very least, I promise you I will give you a legible signature.
Yes, it's a very nice signature.
Yeah, I love doing that because, well, as an artist, I spend a lot of time creating this stuff, and it's just so wonderful to come out and spend time with you all. That completes the whole, the whole experience for me. The start, and then the actual creative part of it, and then the getting to see who is, shares my enthusiasm enough to collect the pieces, and a little something about what they mean to them and how it affects their family, and how I get the honor of being a little part of your family tradition and your family history.
Something else special about this event is you have a special piece just for the European signings.
That's right. It is exclusive to the European signings, and this is it right here. And of course, it's a sort of a vignette of one of our favorite characters, and that is from the stories of Winnie the Pooh. And I love this piece, and I selected this subject because I don't. It's kind of a little snapshot in human nature. You know, each one of these characters sort of represent, you know, a mood or a characteristic that we all feel from time to time, whether it be, you know, sadness or joy or sharing, doing things cooperatively with the people that you love. And while yes, it's all representative of these stuffed animals come to life, I think it's a beautiful story, and it's something I think that fits the European market perfectly. And you got Winnie the Pooh here, and you got Piglet, and you got Eeyore, who I can identify with from time to time. But I think it's a wonderful piece, and I think that as a piece that will be something that should be in everyone's. If you're a serious collector, you have to have one, and if you're not a serious collector, you still have to have one, because it. I think it is an example of my artwork about as well as anything I've ever done. It's got all of the characteristic pieces, and I think as a sculptural piece, it's got substance, and it'll be a wonderful piece to add to your collection. And
Yes.
It is exclusive to this signing. You cannot get this piece unless you are at one of those European signings.
All right. So this grouping right here is some of the things that you can get signed by Jim when you go to jimshore.co.uk. There's a couple more, so go there and check out the whole collection. But Jim, you want to tell us
Yeah,
about
the ones
some of
here
these?
are largely from the various co-brands that we do. Here's an Irish piece that's from the Heartwood Creek, and that is because of our love of the Emerald Island, and I think that's nicely done. If you'll notice, all of you in Europe probably do. He's driving on the right. His steering wheel is on the right side. See,
Yes.
attention to detail.
Yes.
And
Had my first dose of that. That's scary.
yes, indeed. And this is Rapunzel. This is the white woodland version of Rapunzel. I think this is actually one of the prettiest pieces of character pieces that we've ever done. I'm working right now on the large, elegant version of Rapunzel. So if you like this subject, that's on the way, and this is certainly something that you'll want to see. So that's nicely done, I believe. Then this is one of our, a character that really surprised me. When I was asked to do Stitch, Lilo and Stitch, you know, something that I thought was so cute and everything, all the kids liked it, and, you know, the grandkids and all. So within our family, we were very familiar with this character, but I wasn't sure how far flung the enthusiasm for this character was. So I was a little reluctant at first even to do it, because I stay so busy and I have to make my time count. Well, we did it anyway, and we put it on the line, and I was pleasantly surprised with just the outpouring of enthusiasm from this entire subculture, it seems, of people who like this little character. So this is his Halloween version. As you can see, he's all dressed up, and that's a cute piece. This is Hades here, and I think the version sort of speaks for itself. It's got these crazy, whimsical characters, and then the evil one himself. So, and then we've got
Switching
this piece.
gears, not so evil. Snoopy.
What?
Said switching gears.
That's right.
Completely different.
Yeah, 180 degrees, okay, to our friend Snoopy. And, several weeks ago, I was delighted to be asked to do the keynote speech at Beagle Fest in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And what that Beagle Fest is, it's a convention of people who are absolutely crazy for anything that Charles Schulz did, the Peanuts collection and the characters, but this is by far their favorite character, Snoopy. And here he is. He's this could be used for any number of things. This could be used for Valentine's Day, or for a birthday, or for an anniversary, or just telling somebody, hey, I really love you, and because that's Snoopy carrying some love letters. So that's a good piece. Okay, here we go. Now this is this proves that the width and breadth of what I do for the Disney characters is something real, because this is from Nightmare Before Christmas, and so it is such a departure, character-wise,
From Ariel?
theme-wise, from from Ariel or The Lion King or any of the rest of the items. It's just it's a Tim Burton production as a Disney property, and it is just, it's whimsical, it's funny, it's a little spooky, it's all things rolled into one. And this is one of the characters. You got Lock, Shock, and Barrel, and Santa, and so it's the bathtub scene, and so add that to your collection if you like that, because so many people do. Okay, this is a piece that I worked on this subject actually long before I started licensing presently to UNESCO. So I've been involved in this particular story for quite some time, and of course it's the good and evil of Lion King, and there you have it. So and if you'll notice, even at the base is sort of a silhouette of the savannah. So I think that's a nice touch too. Okay, what am I leaving? What am I leaving out here? Anything?
You're good there. Let me tell you the rules one more time. Go to jimshore.co.uk between now and Sunday to purchase any of these pieces. Then they will be signed, and it is shipping worldwide, excluding the U.S. and a few other areas. You can check the website for more detail there, and duty-free shipping in the European Union. But I guess while we're here, we can do some questions.
Before we do that, I want to reiterate that I will be in Australia.
Yes.
And we're going to be signing in Sydney and in Melbourne.
Yes.
And of course, we'll be touring around, so we'll be very visible. And if you are in Australia or from Australia, and you're anywhere near Sydney or Melbourne during the time that I'm signing, please come by and see me. I would absolutely love that. That's going to be a real treat for me, and I hope it'll be something special for y'all too. And then those 5 countries that I named off, which was Holland, France, Belgium, Germany, and somewhere else. And
I'm sorry, I wasn't.
I know.
I wasn't
Anyway.
listening.
Okay. Anyway.
You can see it on the website.
Yeah, you can
all
see it
the
on the
details.
website, and the scheduling, the times that I'll be there. But that pretty much covers most of Europe. England, that's the other place.
There
All
you
right.
go.
How can we forget England?
I don't know.
Huh? Jolly old England.
I was thinking about my next steps in the show.
Okay. All right. Anyway, we're going to be there. So look on the website. If you're in the neighborhood, or within striking distance, take the day and come and see me. I think we'll have a very, very grand time.
Okay.
Well, now,
while you're shopping, so go shop because you don't want to miss out on the items. We'll ask a few questions. Petra, she's from the Netherlands. She says, "How did you meet your wife? Was it love at first sight?"
Well, it was, for her it was, yes.
Where is she?
No.
I need to ask her.
No, I'm just kidding. Actually, my mother worked for Jan and her mother, Kitty, in their gift shop that they had. My mom was doing painting because they had just moved to Heath Springs, where Jan had their shop, and so actually she got familiar with me and my artwork long before I actually met her. And I went over to visit one time, and when we met, it was like the clouds opened up, the doves descended,
Birds started singing,
and Cupid let his arrow fly, and the rest is history.
That's a good story. Okay, moving on. Sarah says, "What new collections do you have?" Which we have some of them out, so you can tell her.
Well, we have some here. Most of these pieces here are brand new pieces that are.
And these are on the website.
Now keep in mind too, is when people say what's new, I can tell them of things like this, even though the generation of these, at the beginning of these pieces, from the design work and the creative part of it, the product development, all that stuff, happens about a year before it actually ends up on the shelf. So the things that I actually have on my mind presently are things that you won't see for a while. But I can show you some of the things that I have developed over this past year, and they are now, you know, out on the line. They're on the shelves and available to you. And I think we'll start here. This is a unique piece, I think, because you have the story of the evil queen and the magic mirror, you know, mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all. And the mirror would always tell the queen it was her, until one day it didn't. But anyway, and the mirror here is like a holographic image, as you can see. So it's stunning in that we have used some elements like that we don't normally use. But it is decorative, and I think decorated all the way around in this sort of Celtic design that I think fits the tone and the era perfectly. And it alludes to the heart, and the heart here is sort of in the shape of an apple, and I think that is quite the image because that was so key to the story. Okay, here we go. Now this one,
That's very unique.
yeah, these characters here these are some of the most detailed, you know, characters as far as.
Oh yeah, with him all his
He's
tattoos.
got all the tattoos, and of course that was the voice on that was by The Rock, you know.
Love
and he's
that.
covered with tattoos
I
too.
know, very
He
fitting.
doesn't look too much, except this guy's got hair, you know. That's
Yes.
about the only difference. But the use of clear resin here once again makes this a unique piece because the visual of this is quite striking. You've got this wave encapsulating this thing and making it into kind of a diorama, as you can see. And it's quite beautiful. You could put a light behind this thing and it would be shockingly beautiful, which is what we do. Okay, show me something else.
Okay, well, my favorite is Elf. I mean, who hasn't seen Elf? If you haven't seen it, you need to go watch it.
Elf has become an iconic tradition to watch at Christmas time.
Yes,
And
multiple times.
Yeah, Will Ferrell has done such an awesome job, and Bob Newhart is in that, and the whole ensemble cast is just as funny as they can be. And I love it when they sing that song, you know, about baby it's cold
yes.
outside.
That was
one of my favorite parts. But and that and the snowball fight.
Yes.
Love that. Okay, anyway, this is once again a little scene out of the movie, and they're decorating, trimming the tree.
Well, and Christmas, we can't forget the night before Christmas.
The night before Christmas.
The book, which you can get the book too. These are some of the pieces.
Yeah, the night before Christmas. This is a rendition that I've done in coordination with the illustrated book that is hand lettered. By the way, I have to apologize to the youngsters that it's in cursive. But
It's okay. It's pretty.
get your folks to read it to you, and up until junior high. Right? Okay, so and of course this is a version of the monochromatic part below with the village, and then Santa, riding with the reindeers in a very bas relief application here, and 'Twas the Night Before Christmas, and it alludes to that 1822 poem that I think is pretty beautifully done in our book, which is also out and ready for to be put on the shelf. And when I say put on the shelf, I mean put on your shelf. So, okay.
Another new collection.
Another new collection is another favorite of ours, and that is the original version of Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And here are some of the scenes. Now this piece right here is particularly detailed because, as you can see, I've created this backdrop here, and then it's got this beautifully rendered wire gate, which is the iron gate that's in front of the factory, and that's the Chocolate Factory in the background. And then here's basically the cast of characters, including Willy Wonka himself. Okay, and then we have personality poses and that sort of thing. And so it's the new pieces are some of them are line extensions and some are brand new pieces, but I think you're going to like every one of them.
Yes.
And this is just a wink. And the rest of them are available, and you can go to the site and see them,
Yes.
or go to the your local gift shop and spend some time in there. There's a lot of things that you'll see, not only of ours, but generally some pretty nice collections of other things too.
Yes. Okay, one more question. You were telling them that this is what you've been working on for the past year. So you're in the season of drawing for like end of this time next year.
Yes, 2024.
What's your favorite piece you've done thus far in the new stuff that they haven't seen?
Well, some of the pieces that I'm doing for the elegant collection. That's the large.
The deluxe.
That's the deluxe collection. Those are the large princess.
Sorry.
Thanks, Robin.
We've had a long day.
Have a tough time spitting this out. Okay, it's the princesses,
Yes.
and they're large. You've seen them. They're about this big. I am working my way through all of them, and I just am working right now on, as I said earlier, Rapunzel, and that will be a very complex piece with a lot of jewel, rhinestones and glitter and flowers and all kinds of stuff, and it's going to be a beauty.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that, but it's kind of hard to put my finger on because there's so many different. I mean, the pieces that I'm doing for Animal Planet are detailed, realistic, and a departure from some of these other things that are so whimsical. That's one of the things actually in my mind that makes the line interesting, not only for me to do, but for you as collectors, because there's a little something, I think, for just about everybody. Some people like it all. I've seen. I just got finished with doing a signing in West Virginia, and then before that, 2 signings in Pennsylvania, and before that, a signing in Branson, Missouri. And I was really shocked at the number of people that would bring me pictures of their collections.
I love that.
And I'm talking about the demographics of it. One young man had a collection that would just blow your socks off, and this is just a young guy that's enthusiastic. I find that very heartwarming, because it means that it's not just middle-aged women or grandmothers or some specific part of the society, but all across the board, and so many families doing it together, best friends doing it together. It's something that they can have in common, and share with, and it's just an absolute delight to go out and meet the people and hear those kind of stories, But I'm confident that it will continue because of that fact.
Yes. Well, if you want to add to your collection of those first pieces that we showed you, go to jimshore.co.uk
let's have another look.
between now and midnight, or between now and Sunday, and you can get the pieces there. And remember, shipping is worldwide except for the United States and a few other countries. And like Jim was talking about, all his signings, you can also see that on the website, and you could subscribe to emails there if you want to be able to keep in the loop and not miss anything.
But keep in mind, when you order these pieces, each and every one of them will be personally signed by me, and that makes them a little special.
Yes, signed by Jim. So go check it out before they're gone.
Okay, so goodbye for now, but we'll see you soon, and I hope to see you at one of my signings. Bye for now.
Bye.
Bye-bye.